Hi, I'm Luis Salton. Here in the internet, I share about the social dance game. Maybe you don't know what is the social dance game. Have you ever danced partner dances? Have you ever danced with someone, touching someone? That's a language by itself. And the social dance game is the mix of all those partner dances, Latin dances, West Coast swing, and a lot of other dancers. That's very old, that's very tribal, and we still do it. And we have kind of an MMA of partner dance. MMA, mixed martial arts. The different martial arts that came from war got together and started to exchange culture and share insights. And we create kind of a game, a sport with it, the mixed martial arts. The same thing is happening in between the dances, the partner dances, because you also have this exchange. And this is what I call as the social dance game. Right now, Zouk, that is one of those social dance games that came from Lambada, already got lots of different movements from tango, from kizomba, from hip hop, and from lots of different dances. And bachata right now is getting so many movements of Zouk. And I see a lack of clarity in how all of this works. The student goes there, learns a movement that historically was born in Zouk and thinks that's bachata, and vice versa, all this mess. So seeing myself as a social dance practitioner opens me up to become a better dancer, because I can feed from the different movements and I also can enjoy different socials. If you see yourself so much with one title like Zouk dancer, you will close yourself just to the Zouk community, for example. And this can be not that healthy. So I'm all about this openness. If you like Zouk, go there and dance a lot of Zouk, but understand that Zouk is a branch of a tree, and it's still a tree. As more you open yourself to different experiences, a better dancer you will become. And your goal is not that much to become an amazing Zouk dancer. Zouk is just a gateway for you to have a better life, for you to be more artistic, for you to be a better leader, to have a better communication, to be a better follower too, to follow life, to follow your heart. Those analogies, they can be taken from lots of different practices. And I love the social partner dances. I have lots of different courses focusing on those topics, like counterbalances that teaches you how to get support from the other person and balance and listen, and adapt. Like one-footed spins that teaches you how to find your own axis and not be taken out of axis by external forces. Head movements that teaches you how to relax your spine, and do circular and relaxed movements with your spine. Today we have so many problems with posture and stiffness looking at the screen. So social partner dances brings you back to moving your spine, and that's so healthy, that's so nice. Teaches you how to move your spine again. So is movement, you train movement like the movement culture, but is also art and interaction and touch. So sometimes I feel that the people from the movement culture, they are so good on breaking down what they need to do and training and becoming better, but they don't fully embrace the artistic aspect of life. And sometimes they practice, but they don't live, they don't perform. And I feel partner dancers, they do the opposite. They dance more, they enjoy, they feel pleasure moving their body, but they don't train that much, they don't have that much structure, and sometimes it's not that healthy too. I also advocate for a balance for you to improve in your car and also becoming a better driver. And if you're watching this video and thinking, no, I'm a bachata dancer, I'm a tango dancer, or I'm a Zouk dancer, listen, every time that you learn a new concept and you feel good with that, sometimes that concept is shared with other world, and maybe this title that you're using is just a permission slip for you to interact with that concept. I'm here to tell you that you deserve to do whatever you want. Any community that you wanna expose yourself to, you can learn how to be part of that community. You can learn how to move like those and be part of the world. And partner dance is also amazing because touching language was the first one that you experienced, you know, your mom touching you when you were a baby. They were not asking you like, hey, please, can you move your arm up? They were just getting your arm and moving up. So that's deep and takes you to rewrite patterns, you know. The interactions are like laboratory of life. The dance interactions, and they are short and they are artistic, so they are also symbols that you can use to learn how to have an amazing life. Dancing, you experience a better life, you know. It's like going to a restaurant and eating good food, and you go like, wow, I cook well, but I didn't cook this, and I would love to have this in my life. So dancing with other people, experiencing other bodies is like this. But this can also expose you to your own shadows. When it feels disconnected or you feel anxious, this is bringing you to what triggers you. So also helps you to cure that, you know. When you dance, your goal is right there in that moment. It's being happy and enjoying that moment. And that's a very good roadmap to life. How you can find this flow, you can find this balance between masculine and feminine, the leading and the following. And I also believe that this conversation between leading and follower is the duality of life, of yin and yang, of buying and selling. And this is also what is happening inside your mind with your conscious mind and your unconscious mind. Your conscious mind is leading your unconscious and printing the thoughts in your unconscious mind. And everything that you are struggling to achieve, struggling to be in your identity and to perform like, is like a dance step that is not happening between two people. The leader is trying to lead, but maybe the follower is not following, or the leader is leading wrong. So you have all of those different possibilities that can result in disconnection, in lack of presence, in lack of bliss and flow, you know? And as you learn how to move with success in the movements, you will install new codes and new drives that you can translate as you start to be more aware of how all life is symbolic, and you start to translate to your communication, to the way that you deal with people around, to the way that you deal with your fitness, to the way that you deal with your family, your relationships. Another thing why I think the social dance game is such a powerful tool for you to live a better life is, if you think about the human experience, we can say that we are awareness experiencing dimensions. So awareness is yourself, the witness watching all of this, and the dimensions that you are experiencing are space, like 3 dimensions, and time, this line, past, future, and present. So dimensions, space, and time, they are more entangled than we think, you know, one can change the other. And then awareness splits in the idea of myself, my ego, and others around me, you know, friends, family, enemies, all the others that I relate with. I'm not by myself in this world, even though I am. This experience, space, time, myself, and others, what social partner dance does is we do movements with the body where we start to bring good values to these 4 aspects of our experience, our human experience. So space, when I dance, I start to enjoy more space. I enjoy transferring my weight. I enjoy the possibilities of moving forward and backward. I enjoy the loops in space that I can create, small movements, big movements, squares, triangles. I start to enjoy more space. With time, I start to enjoy more time. I start to enjoy more rhythm. I start to enjoy more the cycles. I start to enjoy more rhythm patterns. I start to enjoy more speeds. I start to enjoy more moving fast, moving slow, all of this. In the sense of you start to understand better what you want, what you like, how you like to be perceived, the character that you want to build up in this life. Because as I said, the interactions that you have with other beings around you is like a mirror. So helps you to learn what you like. When you learn to have the posture that you like, when you learn to walk in the way that you like, when you feel beautiful, stopped, but not only stopped in a picture, you also feel beautiful when you're moving in a video. Sometimes be pretty stopped is easy, but be pretty moving, more challenging. And in the sense of others, you are having interactions, you are touching people, you're leading and following. So you learn how to set boundaries, how to listen boundaries, you learn how to be attractive, how to be sensual, how to navigate your sensuality, how to be magnetic, how to be protective, you know, how to be interesting in an interaction. All of this, the social dance game is like a small lab with tons of interactions that will jump your logical mind and the verbal communication and go straight to the body, you know, to touching, to moving, and to being. That's why I think dancing is just a bliss. And that's my work here. I develop, I organize, and I share information about the social dance game, and I try to make it accessible for everyone worldwide. I was born here in Brazil, and we have more movement than in other places, and also we have a more touchy culture, you know. I received hugs from my parents a lot when I was young, but a lot of people, they don't have this in their culture, you know. A lot of people, they were not embraced, so they feel alone, they feel isolated. And social dance is such a powerful tool to connect the world. I'm right now in a process of organizing so much information that I have gathered, you know, to be posting here in a way that is easy for you guys to digest, and you have a lot of value in a short period of time, and be able to apply that in an improvised and authentic way. You know, I like this. I like the concepts of partner dance. I like to feel I can go to any dance scene and I can enjoy myself and I can have good dances, and I know that I can provide nice experiences because my body is listening and my body has a vocabulary that I can adapt to different bodies. Not based on rigid combos, but based in the wisdom of movement itself, being able to really lead and follow, to improvise, to touch, you know, to pull and push, to set boundaries, to invite, and to create with the other person using the external inputs that we are having at that time. That's what I enjoy doing, that's why I do it. And if you enjoy this too and want to have more and more of this flow, subscribe to this channel, follow me here in the social media. You help me a lot too sending this to your dance friends, because this makes your dance friends dance better, so better social to you, and also spreads my word, so this helps me a lot. Thank you. If you want to see my specialization courses, go to my website and you can check it out there. See you in the next video. Thank you for tuning in.